United Veterans Worldwide. I'm excited to be at Niagara Falls today as part of my day of touring the beautiful province of Ontario. I'll continue to make more of my journey the next couple of days as I visit the War Museum tomorrow, as I go to the Veterans Gala tonight and interact with veterans from all over the world. I'm excited to do so. Today will be my ruck walk without my ruck. Today's just going to be a nice warm outfit because today's temperature is rather cold. There's so much to see that's so beautiful here. The town behind me, and then up behind here. It's always interesting being around a lot of people and then talking to a video because people wonder if I'm talking to myself. All right, well, this is quite the scene here. Check it out. Look how beautiful that is. All right, we'll continue to talk as we walk today. And I'll give you the grand tour of everything that I can see today. Temperature right now is about 8 degrees Celsius. Sits around 45 degrees Fahrenheit. A lot colder than it is in Utah right now, which is wild because I consider Utah to be some of the most severe winter where I'm at. But having temperatures change so drastically already is kind of a wild experience. I've mentioned that there's such diversity here in Ontario, especially closer to the city. It's interesting being a minority in the location I'm at, and for once maybe get to experience what a minority feels like. But I've been treated with graciousness and kindness, and I've enjoyed the experience thus far. Look at all the touring that's going on out here on the boats. It's really quite amazing. I don't think I've ever seen anything quite like this scene that I'm looking at here today. It's so majestic. I hope that I can travel more of the world and find such amazing scenery. It's a natural phenomenon. I passed over lots of bridges as I was driving here today, lots of water. Lake Ontario seems like part of the ocean, albeit a calmer version. Here's some more of the city behind me. There's so much to see. It's unfortunate that I'm here by myself this trip instead of with my wife or with one of my kids, because they would have really enjoyed this as well. I reached out to some friends recently and we talked about our mental health journey, and it's sad to me that some people still aren't ready to progress out of shame, out of fear. There's such healing that's involved when we tell our story. All right, the walk continues. I ran into a crowd of about 100 people trying to go elbow to elbow. I've also seen recently where thieves come up and grab somebody's camera and run, so I gotta stay limber in case I've got to do a chase. Wow, this is so amazing. If you haven't had a chance to come here, which this is my first that I remember as an adult at least, this is really next level of gorgeous. It just is. The colors, even the clouds. Look how gorgeous this day is. Wow. We've got every culture. I just passed a bunch of Hasidic Jews, a Quaker-looking individual, probably Hutterite or Mennonite. A lot of Indians from India here. I'm telling you, this place is like cultural haven. And if I had unlimited funds, I would be visiting every restaurant and finding the greatness of the food and everything else around here. Large populations of African immigrants as well, and as you know, I spent a lot of time in Africa and have family that are there and friends, and it's just incredible. So I'm on the Canadian side, just to clarify. I'm on the Canadian side of the Niagara Falls. The American side has a bridge that extends over the falls, and also a location where people will undoubtedly get soaked.
You gotta get your money.
And I'll try to show that here as well. Let's see. I'm not sure if I've mentioned previously that fall is my favorite time of the year. Temperatures drop. It feels so good to be outside in something that's long sleeved and warm. Oh, amazing. The fun part of traveling is when I'm doing better mentally, where I have hope and striving not to be discouraged. I enjoyed working out in the gym today at the hotel. It's a great gym, underutilized, but it was nice also to be alone in the gym and get my workout without distractions. We don't often see black squirrels where I'm from, but look at that. Kids are gonna try to feed it. Oh, it is brisk out here. Goodness. Look at these beautiful parks behind me where people are just walking. And when communities can build these type of walkways and increase the green space, man, it's so wonderful. We're getting closer to the largest portion of the falls, and this is where I think I'm going to run into larger and larger crowds. So just prepare myself mentally to bump elbow to elbow with people. Alright, let's make some progress here.
Yeah, let's go. Let's go back. Yeah, let's go.
In order for me to pay for parking, it's $24 an hour. My goodness. This place is robbery. The fun part about being around so many different cultures is when I hear languages, trying to decipher what the language is. And I think most times I'm pretty good. A little chipmunk just ran in front of me and wasn't afraid. I dare not reach down and touch it and get some kind of rabies or something, I don't know. Like a little space needle. There's one like that in Seattle that I grew up next to. So I've only got an hour to get there and get back. Hopefully I can make it in time so I don't get charged another $24. There's a monk. How about that? That's cool. A Buddhist monk. Not something you see in Logan, Utah. I love the diversity and culture I'm seeing. I'll keep saying it because I mean it. This is a global channel meant for everybody. And I believe all people need to be treated with respect. All right, well, I'm gonna take some more shots of this here because this location is just mesmerizing. All right, we've arrived at the epicenter of this climax right before the falls. Kind of gave me some anxiety as I got close to this rail. It's so much water is moving and then taking it right over the edge. There's a little bit of a mist in the air from behind me and it's starting to get me wet. It's amazing that there's just so much water here that's moving right over that edge.